Looking at this next example, it says an object is in simple harmonic motion with its period at pi on 3 seconds. At a certain moment, its position is 3 centimeters above the center and moving towards it at 24 meters per second. A. Determine its equation of motion and its max speed. And B. Find when it comes back to the same position, correct to 2 decimal places. Try to do A here. First thing I will do is assume that the center point of the motion is going to be when x equals to 0. Correct? Next step. Period. T equals to 2 pi upon n. T in this case has been given as pi on 3. So n equals to 2 pi upon pi on 3. Multiply this at the top. We have 6 pi upon pi gone equals to 6. N equals to 6. Come back to this equation over here. We have x equals to a cos 6t plus alpha. X dot equals to negative 6a sine 6t plus alpha. Correct? When t equals to 0, x equals to 3 in this case. So we can go a cos alpha equals to 3. And when t equals to 0 for this, x dot, its velocity is 24 meters per second. Negative 24 equals to negative 6a sine alpha. Correct? Rewrite this. We have a sine alpha equals to 4. Negative 24 divided by negative 6 gives me 4. Square both sides to find the value of a, because sine squared alpha plus cos squared alpha gives me 1. Therefore, a squared equals to 4 squared plus 3 squared, which is 16 plus 9 is 25. A equals to 5. Taking the positive case because a is greater than 0. So we have a equals to 5 in this case, correct? Coming back to this example over here, if a equals to 5, cos alpha equals to 3 upon 5, alpha equals to cos inverse of 3 upon 5. Correct? Coming back to max speed over here, we know that x dot magnitude is going to be 6 multiplied by a, which is going to be 6 times 5 is 30 meters per second. So that is how you do A. Now let's go on to do B. Coming back to B now, when the object comes back to its original position, the equation is going to be 5 cos 6t plus alpha, which equals to 5 cos of alpha. 5 chop off, we have cos 6t plus alpha equals to cos of alpha. By understanding the symmetries of cosine from this step, we know that 6t plus alpha is going to equal to 2 pi minus alpha in this case. Correct? 2 pi minus alpha. Further simplify this. 6t equals to 2 pi minus 2 alpha. T equals to 1 upon 3 pi minus alpha in this case. So at t equals to this, that is when this comes back to the same position, asking us to do it in 2 decimal points. Let's just sub it in. T equals 1 upon 3. Pi minus cos inverse of 3 on 5. Figured out, which I believe is 0.74 seconds. So little different sort of question, but yeah, that is how you do example 2.